The Evergreen Media Network Studio, powered by Scott Tree Services.
Welcome to another edition of Classic Car Radio from Vero Beach. I'm Keith McDonald here with Mike Carano, Steve Charbonneau, and Todd Byron. How you doing, Todd?
So, full crew today.
Yeah, full crew, finally.
Yeah. Nice.
There's always someone missing. Anyway, before we just jump into the news and stuff, and we always talk about what shows coming up. Now, Indy Atlantic is this week over on the island. Across the bridge in Melbourne.
Yep.
Up there, up there.
At the Dunkin' Donuts beachside.
What time's that last till? Noon
that starts from 8 to 12.
Okay.
There's usually a couple hundred cars there.
I picked up a job for Saturday, so I need to do that early.
Yeah.
I might see if I can get to that guy early. So I really wanted to go to that one. Grab the dog, take the dog with me.
Yeah, and that's
it. It says pet friendly right on the flyer. Even,
yeah, well, it's a parking lot. So
yeah, I know.
It's Dunkin' Donuts beachside, 1220 North A1A in Indy Atlantic, and it's Saturday from 8 to 12.
Okay.
It's a free show.
Yeah, always a good show.
And then
sometimes it's just you can't even fit another car in there. It's so good.
And then we just got the okay again from the manager of AutoZone and Sebastian. That's
right. Oh, yeah,
that's a go again. The second and fourth Saturday of every month.
Really? They do it twice a month?
Yeah, cars and coffee.
Really?
They bring donuts and free coffee and.
Does our buddy do that? Get involved in that at all?
No.
I thought he was. Okay.
No.
Good.
No.
Well, that's all I'll say about that.
I think he was asked to leave, is what the rumor I heard.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Where are they at?
It's AutoZone on US 1 and Sebastian, right after 512.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's so many auto parts store over there. They got Advanced. They got
AutoZone.
I was trying to think of it.
Am I thinking of O'Reilly's?
No, O'Reilly's you were talking about, yeah.
Right.
She left O'Reilly's and now she's the manager at AutoZone.
Oh, so which AutoZone is it?
On US 1 and Sebastian.
There's only one?
There's only one.
Yeah.
Is that down?
And where was it again?
Is that down near 510?
512.
No, it's on 512, but what's it near?
US 1 and 512.
We're in the corner.
It's right at US 1, okay.
Yeah, it's right.
I know which one you mean.
The one at the corner of US 1 and 512 is Advanced store.
It's having a
right,
it's the one before
back that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a little bit farther back, but it's next to that other building.
It's having a Biden
There's a building over there beside it.
Okay.
There's a sidewalk out front you can walk to.
I thought there was an AutoZone down near 510 where
there is one down there too.
Okay, all right.
That's
what I was asking.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you got that one, and then the following Saturday.
Next week,
June 8th, we got one Father's Day car show in church, and that'll be $15, and it's they give you lunch, and that's from 10 to 3.
Okay.
And that's at the Roseland Global Methodist Church, 12962 Roseland Road in Sebastian.
That's nice. You bring a car and you get free lunch.
Yep.
What do you say? What it cost?
15.
15?
15, and you get a lunch.
That's nice. Yeah, that's good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
But I didn't go to any car shows. Up in New York, freezing my butt off.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
Was it cold, huh?
It was 45 degrees at night and only hit like 55 in the daytime.
That's perfect.
Yeah, real perfect. Yeah.
All day long.
You know, and then it was cold in the house. The house was like 62. So it gets a little cold.
Good sleeping weather.
Yeah, if you like
bundle
the cold.
Up. Yeah, bundle up.
But we had a good time. It was, it's always fun to go.
Just chisel the icicles off your feet before you put your slippers on. That's all.
It was rainy, and we didn't have.
It makes it worse.
It wasn't sunny till we left on Monday, and it was like 75 on Monday when we left. Yeah. So, you guys do anything on the weekend? You guys go any shows or?
No, they don't go to shows.
You still working?
Worked.
Oh, breakfast. That's right. Breakfast Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then we go our own separate ways. Kind of like that Journey song. Huh?
Yeah, right.
Where do you do breakfast at the same place every week or something?
Yeah. But and then Todd, you were getting calls about getting bit by a goat.
Yeah, first of all, I don't have goats. We have sheep. And I didn't get bit.
You just had work to do last week.
A little education for you. Sheep don't have top teeth. They have top back teeth, but they don't have top front teeth.
so they could just gum you.
Oh yeah. Well, they got bottom teeth.
Bottom
They
teeth,
kind of just grab a hold of grass and rip it.
out.
Yeah.
So for all Todd's friends that
Jeez,
called,
it was just a joke.
all of Todd's friends that called,
serious, man.
that called
We're joking around. Todd's not here. He couldn't make it. He got bit by a sheep.
A goat.
Bitten by a goat. And Mike says he doesnn't have goats. Or maybe sheep. I go, yes, he does. And someone agreed with me that he had goats.
I think it was me because that's all he did.
No, holy sheep.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, don't you have the little ones that was running around the yard at one time? They were doing a little thing, bouncing around.
Yeah, those are sheep. Yeah.
Really?
They have the same characteristics as a goat. They're just not as destructive, and goats are like freaking escape artists, bro.
Yeah.
And they'll tear everything up. They'll jump on your car. They eat the grass to the dirt, where a sheep will just mow your grass perfectly down to.
That's nice.
So for everybody that was asking, Todd didn't get there.
Todd's okay. Todd's okay.
Yeah, everything's fine.
He was not bitten by a goat.
The guy that works for me is the one started it off. Texts me, did you go to the emergency room or something? I seen Julie fly out. Was she taking you? I'm like, what the heck is this cracker talking about?
You never know.
See what I started there?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You better show up for the rest of the shows. I'll make up more stuff.
Go ahead. I'm not answering my phone anyways because I'm extremely busy.
Next thing Todd will be wrestling alligators in his backyard.
Yeah, the alligators couldn't come in. There was an alligator in his pond.
Yeah, no, we do have Bobcat done took out Julie's favorite chicken yesterday. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's like I think it's about the 20th one it's got.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Uh-oh.
It's hunting time.
I'll say,
and this was her favorite chicken. I could tell she was really down in the dumps. She's almost crying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from our first set of chickens.
First set of chickens you got.
Oh, that's done. That's too bad.
I mean, we're about 120 into them now from that.
Yeah.
That's how many you got? You're up to that many?
We've probably had that many. Now we might be 75, 80 maybe.
Because they eat them.
I don't need them.
No, you don't eat the chickens.
As long as with my farm, as long as there's a grocery store I can buy food in, they're staying alive.
Except the eggs.
Except the eggs, man.
Yeah, you raise them for eggs, right?
Yeah, the eggs.
Do you sell eggs too at all? Or?
Yeah, she sells some eggs.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's the Flock Ewe Farm for those who want to know what Flock Ewe.
Yeah.
Right?
You was E-W-E.
Yeah, E-W-E.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you.
Female sheep.
Right.
Okay, anyways.
No goats.
No goats. No.
All right, let's do a little news because we got some nice, fun Joe Biden news. Biden will tax Chinese EVs 100%. This is something that Trump said on Friday at his big rally up in New Jersey. I'm sorry, Saturday night. The Wildwood, New Jersey, with 80,000 plus, maybe even 100,000.
The one they said they only had like 1,000 people there.
No, they said the left is saying there was only about 10,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was incredible. It was like Woodstock, But anyway, he said he was going to. The Chinese were going to start building electric, EVs in Mexico. And he said, if they do that, we don't have any Chinese imports here yet, right? No Chinese EVs, right? I know.
Yeah.
But he thinks they're going to start moving them in. So he said, we will tariff those 100%.
Yeah.
So what does Biden do this week? He said, we're going to tax them on every EV that comes in this country 100%. Right. So that's just stolen directly from Trump. Yeah.
But I mean, it's Biden. It's not true. Right. Nothing comes out of his mouth is true.
Well, he's not going to remember anyways the next day.
Right. He don't even remember he said.
I said that?
Yeah.
So the existing tariff is 25%, and says he's going to kick it up to 100%. But why would he do that? By the time these factories are built, even if
I mean, he's not going to be president.
He won't be president.
I don't think he's going to make it through his term as it is.
Right. So the existing tariff has been effective.
He walks like he poops his pants.
All right, then.
The existing tariff has been effective so far at keeping Chinese brands such as BYD out of the U.S. market. It makes them too expensive, to that 25%. But Biden administration is worried that it won't be enough to stave off increasing cheap cars, which could easily undercut even the cheapest new cars sold in the U.S. by thousands. And so he wants to pop it up. And there's a 6,700 Geely Panda karting, it's called, Karting with a K, karting. And the 6700, you can buy that. But they want to, he wants to even bump that one 100%. But I don't know if it's on the list price or what the car's worth or base price, or I don't know how they're going to do that.
We don't need that junk here.
I know. Who's going to...
They can't even make a skateboard worth...
Now, about 2 years ago, a woman next door to me came by the house, and I was getting my mail. She said, guess what I just did? What? I just bought a Chinese electric car. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, it's a 2-seater, and it was very inexpensive, about $6,000. And I said, that's great. She said, it's in California, and it's coming my way. I can't wait. Well, that thing never showed up.
Really?
It never showed up. And I'm like, what happened to the electric car? Well, they stopped customs. U.S. Customs stopped it and turned it around.
There you go.
And well, either that, I don't know. I assume she did. Either that, or maybe they charged a tariff and they wanted to charge her for the extra money for the tariff, and she didn't want to pay even more. So
or it
she
might not have met the standards.
At 20, yeah, exactly that too. Yeah. So anyway, we don't know what's coming in the future, but I'll tell you what. I really think that the EVs are kind of falling off the table a little bit here. I think people are really starting to look at gas cars, especially if Trump gets back in, and every rally he's screaming, drill, baby, drill.
Right.
And you know, we're going to start pumping oil again, refining a lot of oil into gasoline, and I really think prices are going to come way down, which will make everything come down.
Yeah.
Right.
Food prices, everything should come down a lot, because it's not going to cost as much to deliver this stuff. So anyway, a lot of talk about this, the import tax that Biden is doing, but he just basically someone watched the speech and said, we need to beat him to the punch here. That's what they did.
Yeah.
So if he gets, we're going to do 100% now. But they took it right off his speech on Saturday night. Right. I watched him say it. So,
and we could talk about this because we're on, what, Patriot Radio.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
107.9.
No problem. I don't know.
He's not going to remember what he said next week.
Yeah.
Never mind 2 hours later.
Well, he doesn't listen. He's already napping. It's after 5. So anyway, check out our YouTube shorts on Evergreen Media Network on YouTube. We've got a bunch of shorts up there. I mean, there's other shows too. You got to kind of set your filter, look through, and you'll find it. But we have some great shorts up. Very good job, you guys at Evergreen. Jesse, thank you.
Thank you.
And so we're going to go on a quick break, by the way, and then we get back. We have some more news for you, which I know you're on the edge of your seat waiting to hear. So we'll be right back.
Enjoy Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Come out this Friday and Saturday night at 6 and 8 p.m. for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Warning, you may laugh until it hurts. Kickstart your evening with live entertainment, food, and drinks at Live in the Loop. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio. We were doing some news before, talking about Chinese EVs, and yeah, we're going to jump into another news story instead. So this guy was worried about how many of these. You've heard about how people are stealing Hyundais and Kias.
Yeah,
the security. Yeah, they've got
crazy.
some kind of thing that can unlock the cars. They're breaking the code or something on the. And they're getting in and stealing them, a lot of them, yeah. So what this guy did, and I'm trying to figure out, read where he was. I forgot where he was from. Anyway, this guy, he took his Hyundai Sonata and he rebadged it with all Ford emblems, all Ford emblems and stuff, and instead of getting stolen, it's breaking down a lot. Yeah. So anyway, it's a good way to deter thieves from. The reason 2021 in older Kias and Hyundais are so easily stolen is that the models with physical keys lack immobilizers. That means there's nothing authenticating the key and preventing bandits from cranking the ignition with something else. Many of the thefts have been performed with nothing more than a USB cable, believe it or not.
Really?
So they've been working to rectify this situation for months by rolling out free anti-theft software to the affected cars. Hyundai even gave out free steering wheel clubs in the early stages, trying to find a solution, but they're facing a lot of legal action from major U.S. cities, and insurance providers are also blacklisting the cars. And so this guy rebadged his Sonata, and he made it into a Ford. I forget what kind of Ford. Let's see.
It doesn't matter. They're all
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He made it look like a Ford Fusion.
What he should have did.
What he did.
He should have put Pontiac emblems on it because nobody will know what a Pontiac emblem looks like to be like, what kind of car is this?
Wow, they're making Pontiacs again?
Nobody would know what it was.
I thought that you were going to say something like nasty about Pontiac.
All the new generation, all the new
Boys comparing it to a Hyundai and a
Pontiac?
Kia.
I've never heard of a Pontiac.
Well, it happened to me when
it might look like a G6 or a G8,
right.
you know?
We were talking to a couple in Orlando airport on Monday because they were waiting for their bags for like 3 hours. Came in from Arizona. So we were talking, and Kimberly's telling the guy, we have hot rods and stuff. He goes, well, what kind of car you have? And she goes, I have an AMX. And the guy goes, AMX? I never heard of it. He goes, it's, American Motors. He goes, I've never heard of it. What does it look like? I had to show him pictures. He had no idea.
You're kidding.
He was probably 30. But still,
well, that's why.
Still, you should.
Well, some people just don't know classic cars.
And when I said, do you ever see a Gremlin or a Pacer? He goes, yeah. It's supposed to be the same company.
Yeah. So American Motors. Yep.
Oh, we get it all the time. That's a beautiful Mustang over there. But like, where's ever a Mustang? You talking about the Camaro? That's a Camaro. Like, yeah, it's not a Mustang. Don't insult it.
Yeah.
Boy, did I piss this guy off. I was coming out of Publix, and the guy pulls in a brand new Bronco. You know how small they are?
Yeah, the little ones.
And when he got out, I go, wow, I go, they're really doing the paint nice on these Kias. Because it looks kind of like a Kia Soul, in a way. Right. So he was not happy. This is a Ford Bronco. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Was it one of the sports?
I was being a wise guy.
Sports?
Yeah, this was a little thing, I was like, that's a Bronco?
You can't joke around at all anymore.
I know. These people, they got no sense of humor.
Seinfeld was giving a speech at a college. And
right, a commencement, yeah. And they walked out on him. A bunch walked out on him.
Walked out.
Because he's Jewish.
Because he's Jewish, right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, they would have done it, whoever was speaking. They're playing dress up. That's all they're doing, in my opinion.
Yeah. So what else you got going on?
Well, let's see. You won't believe how much rust is on this 26,000-mile Chevy Silverado frame. Salt is your enemy. Just remember that. If you go to thedrive.com, they've got a big story about how this 25,000-mile Chevy Silverado has such a rusty frame, you can actually poke your finger through it.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
And the technician who runs the channel says the Silverado lives in western New York, which that explains a lot because they do salt the roads a lot.
That's like Buffalo, right?
Western?
Yeah, western New York. Yeah.
It doesn't help that the generation of Silverados is notorious for rust. I believe those 2011 and up to a certain year. I forget what year. I thought I had the year down here.
It just says 2011 and up.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, General Motors issued a technical service bulletin to remedy problems with the 2011 up trucks whose frame coating peels off way too easily, and then when the frame coating peels off, the rust issues start. And they're not limited to the chassis either. These are well known for rotting rocker panels and rear fenders as well. So another fun story. Oh, there we go. Jesse's got it up now. Guy's poking his finger right into the frame. That's crazy. And that's a fairly new truck, is E71. Can't tell the year by that, but yeah, there it is.
That'd be like a 2008 to I think 12 or 13.
Think so? Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell.
Well, they said 2011 and up, so they probably had to use a real picture from a 2011 or 12.
Yeah, but the frame shouldn't rust.
I know. Well, it peels. The coating they used on it is peeling off. That's the problem. So when the coating comes off, then it's bare metal and it's just rusting up fast. So I remember back in the late 70s, early 80s, when the Japanese steel they were using on cars back then was just horrible.
Well, it's like the Japanese sheetrock in somebody's house. Right. They had to take it all out. The Chinese sheetrock. Yeah. They had to take it all out.
Yeah, bad stuff. Yeah. What do we got for time? Oh, we're good. All right, we'll do one more news story because we got a lot of tech talk. We got history, all that stuff coming up the second half. Hertz charges a Tesla Model 3 renter $277 for a fee for gas, and they won't back down on it. This is the beginning of the story, but I do have an update. A loyal Hertz customer was hit with a nasty surcharge to fill up the gas tank on a Tesla Model 3. So this guy turned in his Tesla, and they tried to nail him for a gas charge, and he was not happy. $277 for gas in a Tesla.
It doesn't take gas, though.
I know, that's the whole point.
That was the instead of electric, or I'm not.
That's your charging station fee.
A charging station fee? That's what they charge?
No, it's a gas fee. They put down gas. You might understand the shock that the Hertz customer Joshua Lee felt when he saw the receipt for his rented Tesla Model 3 after returning the vehicle back to Hertz that following weekend in Los Angeles. That explains a lot. Lee noticed that he was hit with an additional charge of $277.39 on top of his initial reservation. He was charged why was he charged so much? According to Hertz, that was the cost of refueling the electric Model 3. Unfortunately for him, he further deprived the company from information, and the more he did, the more Hearst doubled down on it, and the more confused he became. And so he let the Drive know, and the Drive published it. And the update is, after the story was published, Hertz informed the Drive that his customer care team would be reaching out to Mr. Lee to apologize and refund his erroneous charge.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
And Hertz is going away from all the EVs anyway.
Are they really?
Yep.
Already?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
They were selling them all.
Yeah. They're a big
all
pain
having
in the
issues with
butt.
them.
Because nobody wants them.
Right. On top of that, they're probably getting people that run them too far and they don't recharge them. Then they got to go out and get them with a tow truck. Because their customers are, we ran out of electric battery and we're stuck out here at 50 miles away. You don't know. They probably get sick and tired of retrieving the cars. I bet you, people are not, you're not going to always get a car person renting these cars. They're just going to drive them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Crazy.
Common sense is a superpower.
Yeah, it sure is these days.
Not everybody has it.
That's right.
That's a good
Only
one there.
few can-
Common sense is a superpower. I like
Only
that.
few can wear that cape.
It is. I'll
And you
tell you
can't
what.
teach it, and some people just can't even comprehend it.
I saw a picture on Facebook the other day of a girl pumping gas, and she had it in there, and she's standing there with a hand on her hip, holding that pump, and it had one of the yellow bags on it when they run out of gas.
Yeah.
So they don't have any gas, and she's like standing there with it, probably waiting for it to pump. Why won't this pump? But anyway, that's just, again, common sense. Yeah.
You woke up and
it's at a
smoked
premium.
breakfast.
Yep. All right, so we're going to go on a quick break, a longer break, and we're at halftime.
Pay some
And we'll be
bills.
back with some tech talk and auto history, all kinds of fun stuff. We'll be right back.